I was delirious. Hmm. Well, I felt like I was talking to you and you were telling me about either a dream or this really happened to you, but you were like in a daze for 3 days. That's what you said. A daze for 3 days. What is that about, Leo? We're here about money, career, and wealth. So I'm sitting in your energies, clearing the space, blessing the space, and as I'm attuned to your messages, trying to get something right. Because I was sitting there like, Leo, where the fuck have y'all been? Where the hell have y'all been? Because some of you have been missing in the generals, missing in love, and now I'm starting to wonder if you've just been busy as hell working, or if your job is somewhere asking the same question. Where the hell is Leo? So let's find out. And the answer that came to me as I was coming on live was I've been in a daze. I I was delirious. So what is that about? So Libra. What? All right now. Good morning, Leo. For those who are new and those who are old here, welcome back. I'm Goddess Divine Reflections. This is your August money, career, and wealth reader. Now you want to talk, but let's get into it because now everything about to be on camera. But we're not going to come and talk about generals, love, and all that other stuff. Y'all have to tune into those weeklies because we were able to get them to come out and give some messages. But this is just strictly about money, career, and wealth in the month of August. Leo hasn't been screaming about money the way some of the other signs have, so I'm not going to manufacture a financial story. But there has been a very strong theme of being busy, being absent when it comes to other people and their perspective, being behind the scenes and doing something. So let's see what that means. Leo has been hiding, missing in both general and loves for a large part of the collective. That may simply mean you're just busy working, busy building, busy preparing, busy doing something tied to money or career. So there's a smaller group that still feels genuinely like they're missing. Hence that message that came up in the beginning. I've been delirious, so I don't know. Um, have you been calling out, taking vacation, birthday travel? Happy birthday, Leo! I forget in every reading. That's coming to a close, so that may be where a lot of my Leos have been the last 2.5 weeks that I've been trying to harness the energy to bring the generals and bring the love messages because you guys been MIA. Okay? So maybe it's been birthday travels, taking time away during the Leo season, just disconnecting. Lionsgate just passed, so birthday season movement could be happening. But work may literally be asking, where the hell have you been, Leo? So that can absolutely connect to career preparation, rebranding, a job change of some sort, business planning, training, getting ready to become more visible. So I also got that you may not have come out in your season for something that was big. It wasn't ready. It was too immature, but you were still in the planning phases and you're coming out right after or soon after, rather. And that could be what's going on. So we're going to ask the question, are you working hard? Are you avoiding work? Is Leo preparing for a career move? Is time off necessary or excessive? Is your absence been strategic? What is the one last piece you're waiting on before stepping out and stepping forward? All right, so let's see what your oracle says. You're connected. Interesting. I would have felt more disconnect, but maybe that's who you want to be connected to, right? And that's it. Maybe those who don't need to be around don't know what you're doing, and that's good. I was just telling Aquarius we needed to be just like that. So you're connected. Let's see what the book says. So, Leo, computer programming and information is akin to the mind. It is built on the thoughts and creates physical manifestations from these intangible structures. In the current time, it has integrated into one reality and manifestation into our reality and manifestation process. In addition, the internet is the foundation of this age of information. It allows communication and learning and is indeed a good tool to make use of now. Seems like you're doing something with either a computer or electronics too. This can also mean computers are a connecting tool, and the key to your current situation. Could be a career, job, move, or something you're doing currently in the road that you play. But the next step or solution to your situation may be assessed via the internet. So something with the internet could be going on with work. You're busy, maybe even something can dealing with AI. All right, I got that. So don't become like AI and just be so detached from the rest of the world, though. Page of Pentacles: loyal, faithful, goal oriented, consistent, ambitious, diligent, planner, young soul, dependable, grounded, studious. Yeah, I think you're doing something that's new. I want to say I think we picked that up in your generals that there were some new opportunities either being asked of you, new skills, new trade. And at first, it may have seemed like you were against it. I don't think most of you had the choice at that time. So what I'm getting is not that you were like, "Nah, I ain't doing it." You took it as a challenge, and this may be where you are right now, taking advantage of that new skill or trade. All right. Now the Five of Cups is also here. This is some form of loss, grief, breakup, sadness, mourning, feeling let down, not seeing possibility of love, focus on failure. What the fuck? That didn't even come up in your love situation. Could this be something new? We are at, what is this? August, what today is? The 13th. It's almost the middle of the month. Is some shit happening on the love front? Interrupting money, career, wealth, and all the other stuff? Has that brought you out the dark or brought you back into the dark? In the, you know, listen, let's listen. So there is a focus on failure, nonetheless. So the skill, I don't think a lot of you may have taken advantage of it yet. That was recommended. There was something they asked you in the generals that may have been connected to work or your career, where it's something they were asking you to embark on that you hadn't yet, right? It's not that you're not skilled in this area. It's just that maybe you don't hold the what they said in the general was something like accolades or certifications or documentation paperwork. So that was something that may have been in dispute. And here's where there's some type of loss of grief, and there could have been some career issues connected emotionally. Maybe there was an opportunity for promotion, and they said, well, you know what? Since you're not going to do this, we can't consider that, right? And then the King of Swords is a potential outcome because we have one more storyline I'm going to look at. This is cold, serious, thinks instead of feel, reasons, authority, cutthroat, discipline, high standards, strict, analytical, and logical, right? So do you come out this unscathed and take another route or another approach? Or do you do some bull shit that is like cutthroat? Like I gave a scenario earlier in the month when we started the financial reading, early in the week rather, with this story of this girl who worked alongside a friend. And I said a friend. And now listen, friends in business, family in business, we know that always comes to a point where some things you have to reconsider, right? And that's what this could simply be. Reconsidering something in business, maybe let down, loss of a partner, not necessarily to death, but they had to leave and cut ties, right? So now you have 100% of the responsibility, 100% of the back and foreground, right? So now I think I also spoke of you guys looking at another potential partner, a third party, a third wheel to this partnership because the person, not that they necessarily couldn't be an investor or stay connected because they that's like their baby too. They just couldn't physically be available or they're growing to a point where they can't be. Okay? And now you guys need something younger, something new with this Page of Pentacles, something new with this new age AI stuff that could keep y'all business going and marketable. That's what that is. But this is also you with the like I said, this youngness, you need to sharpen your skills if you're older. If you're younger, listen, this is saying that you need to get some older peer to help you hone into what you need to know both new and old because it ain't just about new shit either. All right. So let's see. Oh, you came straight out. Something else is taking your money though. Something else, and ooh, it's a Look at these cards. Ten of Wands. Work is heavy for you. It's either work is heavy for you or whatever's been holding and taking your money has been heavy. It is causing you to either stay focused on work or having to work more. Death. There's an end to this. You got to end it. There's got to be an end to either the role you're playing that's taking all your energy or delegation. I spoke about that in Aquarius reading. And here's Aquarius, King of Swords. Interesting. Yep. You're gonna have to take a delegation role, and maybe you need to look at some of the things Well, their reading was totally different, but delegation nonetheless. Delegating some roles, if you are already in a position where their roles are delegated, there may need to be some redelegation. And this may be, I think we spoke about it in your generals, where you're coming out of the backgrounds more into the front. Okay? So let's see. Or like again, you don't want to do it, delegate it to somebody else. This could also be family legacy, the need to have that, or there could be some even conversations around the legacy, the family legacy, and what comes along with that. You may be in a position where you have to start making decisions when it comes to the family's legacy, if there's one to pass down, or if you're heading that. Are you working hard or avoiding work? I always think Leos are working hard, but I think there's this desire to avoid some of the tasks that are being called on you this month. Is Leo preparing for a career move? There's an opportunity. Will you take it? I don't know. But you are connected, and bring love into the situation. Interesting. I would have never called for that. But maybe this is time if you are in a good position when it comes to relationships, love, right? And this could be family now, too. Don't just stop at a relationship. That can take some of this burden off of you. Delegate. Put them children to work. Shit, they the one who gonna gain a legacy, right? Now, if this is just in a corporate position, corporate job, you can't hand them the position, right? You can't hand nothing down to them. But how do you allow them to delegate certain tasks in order to take some of the burden off of you? You are tired. So are you gonna stay in this job and keep what's burdening you more? The role or the home life? Because if it's the home life, you can delegate there. If it's the work or career, then Mitch, it's time for a career move. That's what I'll say. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. There's an Aquarius energy here, heavy. But there's Scorpio too. All right. So Leo, everybody doesn't need to see what you're building, and I get it, and that's okay. But building while you're building it, you need somebody to help you with it. Delegation. You can't do it on your own. Yeah, we know you Leo, lion, lioness, and you're strong, but even a lion and a lioness has a pack. All right? Somebody got to go get the food, somebody cooking it, somebody, you know what I'm saying? No. Can't do it all on your own. So let's see what the book says about bringing love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Don't ask me when that is. Do not. But let me see if I can find it. Because y'all been putting me to work with that deck. This one scared me, but I took on the challenge. I think I found it. I did. Ooh, I'm getting good. All right, so Aquarius is all about progress and modern, what? Modern, MODERNITY, modernity. Sorry, guys, that was a hard one. So this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends but on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. Interesting. The card comes with a suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Interesting. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Yes, we move fast. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but who you know. You need to be more detached from the situation. Think outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. Interesting. Aquarius is a sign of invention, modern advances, and technology and humanity. Look how these two cards connect, and they're totally different decks. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, scientific, even, and relatively emotionally detached. Wow, totally different from what I was saying. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign, but the Aquarius symbol is the water barrier, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs. As it is the card, no matter when you draw it, dropping conversation works well with this energy. Interesting. Not even connected. And I talked about Aquarius in this reading. Aquarius is very significant. I think that if you had a business, uh, like a lot of people don't look at this when it comes to business. I am one because I have the background in astrology and just looking at horoscopes that I look at people's birthday when I'm picking applications. I'm just saying. And I think that more people need to, on a work front, look at this because looking at a position, certain people work better in certain areas. I wouldn't pick certain leaders that come from and this is not just to say their sun sign, right? And that's when we're going too deep. But that's why you have these big old famous and public people, political too, who have astrologers who do this for them. Which is why I've gotten into natal charts and we'll start doing those soon because I did mine and baby. Life is so fucking different. Financial, money, and career specifically is where I went. I knew I had blockages, and not to harp on me as an Aquarius, but they did tell y'all to go there. We had excess money. What's it called? Waste. So that's not y'all's problem. Y'all's problem right now. I called for a delegation, but you do that very well. That's not the problem. It looks like there may be an opportunity to redelegate some things because something has changed with business and our career. But also, they're asking you to do a career change. This card is asking you for independence. Independence, nonetheless, and to become more detached. I think that that's where you may have emotions, family, love, and business intersected, and that may be where the disconnect needs to come. But you are connected when it comes to work and career, so that's not going to be a problem. Okay, if there's a career move or career change, the spirit and or the card support you. All right, Leo. But everybody does not need to see what you're building and when you're building it. So now I see why you've been private. I ain't mad at you. I'm glad I got to be a cross watcher because it gives me a lesson too. But if you've been so hidden that even the money can't find you, we might need to fix that. And that might mean you need a career move. All right. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This has been your monthly message for August in career, money, and wealth. I'll see you guys next video. Love and light.